for the serious gamer.
Alright guys, Spider-Bite here from NextGenTactics.com. This is Meg, Season 1. We're on the Sever Faction, Episode 3, our first game of Sabotage, and we still sorta, kinda have no idea what we're doing, but we're gonna try and figure it out. This is an objective game, okay? So, Sabotage, you basically have two targets that you either have to attack or defend. In this case, we're defending. We have an A and B target. Now in this game there is a hierarchy of control, or a chain of command, so to speak. So you're going to have like your Supreme Commander, or whatever, Team Leader, Army Commander. He's going to be the head guy. But then you're going to have, I'm not sure if there's platoon and squad leaders, whatever. Anyways, there's basically a leader who's going to assign you a target, and I think these are probably assigned by default to begin with, but we're assigned the A target, and we need to defend it. So, I mean, this game is all about attacking and defending, or camping, so to speak, okay? So, we're bleeding out here. Again, you can press X to bleed out, and that'll, it's sort of similar to Killzone or Last Stand. Let's call it Last Stand for Modern Warfare. You're on Last Stand, you can either hit your button to just kill yourself, or you can let yourself bleed out until you die. So right now we're going to let ourselves bleed out until we die. If you notice in the bottom right of the screen, there's another guy that's actually bleeding out as well in our team. Looks like he's our sort of squad leader. I think the guy at the top is our squad leader. But one thing you notice, and I mentioned in the last video that I was actually calling out the squad respawn time. But if you notice, there was one other guy that was bleeding out, but his little red indicator behind his name, the little red glow, was getting shorter and shorter. That red glow, and I got to thank one of our viewers who actually made a comment. And see the top guy right now. See how his red glow is getting shorter and shorter? It's going further to the left. That's actually indicating your respawn time. So when that red bar goes all the way to the left, it reduces all the way to the left, then that means he's going to respawn when it gets to the end, and it basically disappears. So you can actually gauge your time. See the 187 Taro guy, Taro 72 again. So if you happen to be bleeding out, and there's somebody on your squad that is also not bleeding out, but he's waiting to respawn, and you can actually see it that way. If they're all bleeding out, well, they're all going to just remain flashing red, and they're not going to, the red bar isn't going to reduce to the left. So, in some cases you may be able to tell when the respawn is going to occur, in some cases not. So, if that red bar is reducing in size, as it is on TNT Shadow, and we're bleeding out, then we want to hit X probably right about now, so that we end up respawning within a few seconds. See, we didn't catch it in time right there. So it was actually, we were a bit late after that respawn.
Hey, can someone revive me?
Okay, so we actually cut out a whole bunch in the middle, because these games, if you're defending or attacking, I guess, and you're not actually destroying the objectives, then the game can last like 20 minutes. Sabotage games are set at 20 minutes. So here the enemy has actually placed charges at A, so we have to go and defuse the charges. And this is really where teamwork comes into play. I mean, we don't actually even realize that we can heal ourselves. So there's all the enemy players in there that are trying to destroy our A target. Yeah, I don't actually realize that you actually have a personal healing device, so I don't know that I can actually heal myself. One other thing, if you're at the glowing, the target that you're set to defend by the team leader or your squad leader, and that's indicated by a box that flashes around the big block that says A. When you're in the vicinity of the target and you're making kills or you're healing or whatever, you're achieving objectives, you actually get double XP, and that's how they incent provide incentive for players to follow orders, basically, and to do what they need to do to work together as a team. I mean, it's further incentive to work together as a team because you get that double XP, and people want to level up, right? They want that XP. They want to unlock skills. They want to unlock weapons, that sort of thing, and you need to level up to do that. So it's actually a really good system, and it works even better for some of the other game types. So the only thing about Sabotage is your spawn points are a fair distance away, whether you're attacking or defending. We have our grenades here. See, we got that. It's called a Frago bonus, or Fragmentary Order bonus, or something like that. But like I said, basically double XP. Some of the other some of the other game types, there's particularly domination. You can get other spawn points. There's moving spawn points, that sort of thing. So only in suppression, sabotage, your spawn points are in some cases fairly far back from where the action is. So there is a bit of travel to get back to it. Okay, so we've got about 7 seconds left, and basically with Sabotage, if the enemy team were to successfully attack A and B and destroy them, then there's actually a C target that appears, and it's like your data center. So they got to destroy these 2 towers, and then once they do that, they have to get to your data center. So there's actually a C target that would appear after A and B are destroyed, and you have to go and defend that. So we're going to look at our scores, and the scores are quite a bit better than for suppression. And really, when you're talking Sabotage or some of these other game types, it's not really your kill-death ratio that you're worried about, whereas in suppression you might be. So if we look at our scores and our experience, we ended up getting 197 XP, which is way better than we got on suppression. And our kill-death, well, we got 9 kills, 11 deaths, but you know what? We're just starting out. We're going to have a lot more for you guys, and we're going to show you some real strategies, some very good games that we've played and will play. Again, we're showing you progression as we get through this game and we develop our strategies, so you guys are going to see this shit in real time. Alright, so I'm out. Thanks for watching. Spiderbite, NextGenTactics.com. Make sure you go and visit. Make sure you can go register. All our videos are there. You guys know what to do. Come on. Alright, we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.